What's going on, guys? Globe here, and welcome back everyone to another Call of Duty Advanced Warfare tips and tricks video. And in today's Advanced Warfare video, I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks on how to stay alive in Advanced Warfare. So as you guys already know, transitioning into Advanced Warfare is a little bit different from Black Ops 2 or any older Call of Duties, just because in this game you do die a lot more, just because this game is more fast-paced than Ghost. And to my experience, this game is a bit more fast-paced than Black Ops 2 altogether. So I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks on how to stay alive longer in this game, and hopefully will get you guys a high KD and get you your high kill streaks easier. So the first tip I've got to give you guys is to use a gun that suits you. And if you don't use a gun that suits you, then you're more than realistically going to go bad. So if you're a submachine gun person and you're going to be using a sniper, you're probably not going to go that well because you've never used that sniper too much, or you've never used it before, and that's why you should stick to the gun that you use. Personally, myself, I'm more of an assault rifle person, and when I start using a submachine gun, I find that I slowly become and get more deaths over time. So that's why you should stick to the weapon you like. And with anything in this game, all I've got to say is that assault rifles are more dominant over SMGs at the moment, but it could get patched either way. And if you guys want any recommendations on any weapons that will help you guys stay alive, I've got 3 recommendations, and that's to use the AK-12, the BAL 27, and the HBR A3, and maybe the KF5 if you're a submachine gun weapon. These weapons will help you guys stay alive, but this is only my recommendation, and you should use the gun that suits you. This second tip is going to go well with the first tip, and that is to play a game mode that suits you. So if you're a person who loves rushing a lot and likes fast-paced action, then stick to the game mode that you like just for that. But if you're a person like me who doesn't really necessarily like to go fast-paced but a bit more slower, stick to that game mode. And if you're a person who likes a slow-paced game mode, I would highly recommend TDM, as it's a little bit slower, but if you are using the correct setup, you can get a lot of kills and stay alive easier. But it just comes down to what game mode you prefer and what you like. There's no point really playing search and destroy if you're not a search and destroy player and you don't really have a good class or have no idea how to play the game mode. So that will be the second tip. The third tip I'm going to give you guys is to use a suppressor in this game. Now what I find is that if I use the class setup without a suppressor, straight away people are going to start boost jumping to me, they're going to start running to me, and they're going to start killing me. What I find in this game is that as soon as you see a red dot on your minimap, people are more than less likely going to rush over you and kill your friendly people around that area, and usually they're going to go kill you. But for some weird reason, when I add a suppressor on, you're not seen on the map as often unless they got the parabolic microphone, which no one really has on. But apart from that, no one can really know where you are on the map, and I find that I get on higher streaks and also stay alive longer just because of the suppressor. And this also works well with the blast suppressor. What the blast suppressor allows you to do is when you use your EXO abilities such as boost jumping and dodging side to side, it keeps that ping or that red ping off the map, and not much people go to you, as I usually find. So if you're a person who uses the EXO abilities a lot and is very frenzy using it, I would highly recommend to put suppressor and blast suppressor on. Therefore, when you use your boost jumps or your EXO abilities, you aren't on the map, and the same with the suppressor. And those two attachments, perks and attachments, work well together if you want to stay alive. For the fourth tip I'm going to give you guys, if you guys are a veteran Call of Duty player, then this is probably a basic and ordinary tip, and that is to stick to the outsides of the map or stick to the flanks. And the reason why I want to stick to the outsides and not run straight down the middle of the map when the game first starts is, firstly, you will die. People will probably already camping for you, but if you stick to the side, you won't get shot from behind, because in this game I find that you get shot a lot. But when you're flanking, your back is protected and you can pretty much cut and kill anyone from your left and right. And also, if you're good enough and you're a veteran player, what you can do is you can flank around the map, go to the middle of the map and kill the people there. But personally, I like to stick to the sides of the map as you get a clearer view. Not only that, but you also get a view of how the spawns are going to work and also where the enemies are going to spawn. So if you stick to the sides of the map, you will die less because you have a clearer view of where the enemies are going to come from, and also how the spawns work. For the fifth tip I'm going to give you guys is to don't use your EXO abilities too often. When this game first came out, all I ever did was double jump, boost jump, and dodge jump, and that just got me killed so much, because what I find is that if you're a person who just likes to boost jump across the place like me sometimes, you will die a lot just because everyone's going to be shooting you at the air, and it attracts more enemy people to kill you. And when doing that, I wouldn't suggest more or less boost jumping all the time, but only you need to boost jump ever so often if you need to kill someone. Apart from that, I would recommend staying flat on the ground and maybe only boost jumping a little or just a few times, because number one, people can hear you boost very easy, and I've been killed off guard so many times because of that. Boost jumping is so much louder than footsteps in this game, so you got to keep that in mind, and that's why I always prefer sticking on the flank and sometimes boost jumping, but normally I just usually stay on flat ground. For the last tip I'm going to give you guys, that is to use your EXO abilities in the gunfight. What I mean by that is that if you guys are getting shot at, or if you need to run away, use your boost jump to run away. And what I find is that if you guys are in one-on-one gun battles, if you actually boost jump side to side, I find that you win more easier, and you should use it to your advantage. So if you're against someone in a 1v1 situation, boost back, boost left, or boost right, or actually boost and jump in the air and try and kill them. If you do that, more than less likely you will win, and I've died so many times because people have done that. But if you use it correctly, you will stay alive more easier and win that gunfight. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's Advanced Warfare tips and tricks video on how to stay alive longer. If you have, a like would be so much appreciated. Let's even get 100+ likes on today's Advanced Warfare video. Thank you guys for all your support on my previous video. Hopefully these tips and tricks help you, and I'll catch you guys later. Globe out.